What is going on? FPDope Goodfella here, bringing to you my player creation for NBA 2K12, and you guys requested to create a shooting guard, so here I am creating it for you today. And I called him Kris Joseph, who actually plays for Syracuse. And if you don't know me by now, I create my players after NCAA basketball players who are Canadian, so there you go. And I decided to create Kris Joseph, and actually I've created him before in NBA 2K11, but he did not get drafted, so I decided to recreate him because I think he's the best Canadian small forward out there at the moment. And yes, I am aware that he's a 3 guard, not a shooting guard in real life, but you guys wanted to see a shooting guard, so I decided to move him. And I don't think you guys cared too much, and it doesn't make a huge difference. He's still 6'7", and he could play both positions, so it doesn't make a huge difference. And right here I'm just showing you the signature, the accessories, and other information. So if you feel like I'm going too fast, feel free to pause and take a closer look. It's totally up to you. But right here we get into the game, so hopefully we can make some good impressions on the scouts. Let's get into this rookie showcase.
Hi everyone, welcome to the NBA Rookie Showcase, where we'll get a chance to see the great young and up-and-coming talent in this year's draft. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr.
All the stars of the past March tournament on display here, and no doubt everyone on the floor will be looking to make an impact and turn some heads.
You know, all the focus won't be on the guards, as there are some very intriguing big men looking to up their draft stock.
Should be fun.
So the first thing you'll notice is I don't have the actual rookies in this rookie showcase, and the reason is because I'm using custom rosters, and that's why I don't have them, which doesn't make any difference to me because once I get drafted they'll still be on their own team which they got drafted. And also these generated players kind of play like those actual rookies, so it doesn't make a huge difference to me. As we get into the tip-off, first possession of the game, pick and roll, and I shoot an open mid-range, nail it, open up the score for the elites. Unfortunately we give up the turnover there. I do get back on defense trying to draw a charge, but instead it's called a personal foul and we give up 3 points there. Very disappointing to see. I thought that was a no doubt charge call, as I get a nice pass from the big man for a mid-range, nail the open look, and I hit my first 2 shots of the game as I'm trying to close out on my matchup. With shot clock winding down, he's gonna nail the triple. And what pissed me off was the fact that they told me allow man to score, even though I completely contested that shot. But according to 2K, that was bad defense on my part, as I'm going for a fadeaway, maybe not. Pass it to the big man, set him a screen, he's gonna go for a spin dunk. There you go, big fella. If they cheese you, cheese him back, and that was a nice spin dunk, looking like a hack player and crew. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Those guys that like to post up and then go for a dunk. That was that type of a dunk in my opinion, but nice finish nonetheless, as I get credit for an assist I believe, and go for a tough layup there. Should have been a foul call at least, but I still managed to make it, so it's all good. And nice pass from the point guard for wide open mid-range, and so far mid-range is my only option. I believe my rating is at only 65, so I need to take good shots as I give a nice step back and drain the mid-range, and that will do for the halftime, as I have 10 points at the halftime, scoring leader, and I'm doing a good job individually. I have 3 stars almost at everything except for turnovers, so I need to take better care of the rock in the second half and improve my draft stock, as we're gonna start off the second half with a nice baseline fadeaway, perfect release, nail the shot. What a nice way to start the game. And I'm shooting good field goal percentage from the field. 67 is pretty good actually in my opinion. And right here, horrible shot from the point guard, but we get an offensive rebound, and I fade away yet again and nail the shot, as we are in transition for 3. I don't take that many threes, but in transition I'm gonna take it if I have an open look. My rating is only at 50, but I'm gonna make it now and then. And right here, nice pass from the point guard, nail another mid-range, 19 points, 4 rebounds. So I'm doing a good job of scoring. Now I need to involve my teammates and hopefully get some assists. With shot clock winding down, he's gonna give me that assist. Nice shot from the point guard I believe, as I'm cutting to the rim, wide open look, and I'm just feeling it at this point, nailing my shots, shooting 71 from the field goal and throwing alley-oops, getting excited about this draft as I hook up with a point guard I believe, or maybe a shooting guard. it doesn't really matter at this point, as I am very hyped about getting into the NBA draft and seeing what teams are interested in me. And we end up winning the game 76-64 final score. I had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and I believe I had 3 turnovers too. And hopefully it doesn't affect my draft stock that much. I'm looking to get drafted to a team that needs a shooting guard, and hopefully we can get drafted by a good team and maybe win some games. As you can see, my final stats, 3 turnovers there, but 10 of 16 is pretty good in my opinion. As you can see, my teammates' stats as well, and the other teams and final stats. But let's get into the interviews. I will see you after this.
Greetings. I'm the GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Rockets. In addition to the 14th pick, we also have the 23rd pick in the upcoming draft and are looking at you with one of those picks. We'd like to get to know you better by asking you a couple of questions. Let's get to it. It looks to me like you are a tried and true shooting guard. That is arguably our strongest position in Kevin Martin. Kevin doesn't really like to move up to the 3, but he plays it in a pinch. He's definitely our guy. We love your talents. I want to know if you've ever given any thought to perhaps playing up as a small forward.
That's a big change, one I think I might be able to get behind. I'm willing to do anything to help the team out, but I also need to look out for myself, you know? I feel like I need to be able to continue developing my game as I know it, in addition to playing some small forward. If you guys think you can accommodate that one simple request, then yeah, I'm your guy.
Interesting. Next question. This is a question we ask all our potential draftees, and I want you to answer it as honestly as possible. Where do you see your career going? What do you hope to achieve out of your career? Ultimately, what do you want your legacy to be?
Wow. Okay. So I want my career to go wherever it takes me, as cliche as that sounds. Ultimately, I want to be the best basketball player and best team player I can be. At the end of the day, that's really all I can ever ask out of myself. I want to be remembered as someone who gave 110% every time he set foot on the court.
Good game out there tonight, son. I'm the GM of the 76ers, and I must say I was impressed with your performance. We have the 16th pick in the draft, and I'm considering using it on you. I'd like to ask you a couple of questions, real quick, if you don't mind. You play in a position that we're well stocked in, with guys like Evan Turner, Iggy, and Thaddeus. With those guys on the roster and playing time expected to be limited, why should we draft you?
Easy. I'm ready to step right into the league and shine. However, I feel like the roster you've assembled here needs a few more years before it's ready to make some noise. My career is only going to last so many years, and if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't want to waste the first part of my career waiting for the other guys to develop. No offense, but no thanks.
So now that you guys heard interviews, we're going to get into my scouting report, and after that we'll enter the draft. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're watching this on FPDope, then be sure to check out my channel. And if you're coming from my channel, then be sure to leave a like and also check out and subscribe to FPDope if you like the content. And I will see you later.
With the 12th pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select the 22-year-old shooting guard from Syracuse University,